morning, boys and girls. Nothing like the sound of a 12-string guitar. That's right. This is a 12-string acoustic guitar. And if you look at the headstock, you will see an insane amount of tuners that are there. Yes, there are 12 tuners, one for each string that's on the guitar. Now you might be thinking, why in the world would they want to have 12 strings on a guitar? Almost all guitars have 6 strings. Well, most do. But the idea of having a 12-string guitar is pretty ingenious. It kind of sounds like 2 guitars playing at once. And anytime you play a note, the player is playing 2 strings at the same time. Always. Which is really, really a neat sound. Now, for the lowest strings, you actually have the usual guitar string, but you have one that is up what's called an octave, 1 scale higher. They're both making the same pitch. That's making an E, but this is your low E, and this is up 1 octave. When you play them together, you get this. You hear both. Same thing with the A. You have a high A and a low A, high D, low D, and this is a very thin string. This is a high G and then a low G next to it. Now for the last 2 strings, the B and the E strings, they are the same if they're tuned correctly. Just a little bit off this morning, but this guitar is about 55 years old, so you'd be kind of cranky to it at this age. Anyway, so that's why it sounds so thick and rich. It really sounds like 2 guitars playing at once. And there's nothing like the sound of this guitar strumming all 12 strings. It sounds like it's going to ring forever. Now, it is a little tricky to play. Your fingers get a little tired sooner if you're not used to playing one of these, and the neck is wider to accommodate all 12 of those strings. So this is my acoustic 12 string. This over here is a neat piece. This is an electric 12 string. Check that out. So just like the one that I played a moment ago, same amount of strings, but it's an electric guitar body. And this is what it sounds like. Love playing this guitar. Again, the hand does get a little tired after a while if you're used to just playing on 6 strings, but it's really good for building the muscles up. Now I can show you how to play something on your guitar, even with this 12 string. Now, a couple of lessons ago, I showed you how to play a D chord, which looks like this. If you're not sure, go back a couple lessons. You'll be able to find it. But little review, D is first finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret. Second finger, 2nd fret, E string, the high string, and then in between, using your ring finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, get your D chord. Again, you can look back on one of the earlier lessons to find it. Now, if you take your pinky, there's my pinky, and you put it on the 3rd fret, 1st string, you get this sound. And then you can lift it back and forth to get what's called a suspension. That's used in many, many songs. Is just dropping the pinky down on the 3rd fret right there. Right there is where you put that pinky. Here's your regular D chord. Put the pinky right there in the high string 3rd fret, and you have your suspension. Now, if you lift this finger right here, your 2nd finger, if you lift it, you'll get this sound. So 3 different notes are playing up high, depending on whether you lift the 2nd finger, put it down on the 2nd fret, or drop the pinky on the 3rd fret. And on a 12-string guitar, it is really a joy to joy. It was wonderful to see so many of you at the parade last Friday. I was hoping the weather would have been a little bit better, but it was great to see families and you kids out there too. The signs were great. There were a couple times I think I almost crashed the car because I was waving so much out the window. I had to make sure I didn't run into the person in front of me. But it was really, really special. All of us teachers here at LP miss you terribly. I miss making music with you. Fifth graders, their concert will be coming up in about a week. Then third and fourth grade, we would have had our concert last Thursday. So I've been thinking about those things all weekend long. We miss you. We hope to see you soon. Keep making music out there. Keep rocking there, kiddos. And hopefully I'll be able to hear you soon.